Mother Madrone and her son Buckington stood at the threshold of a place older than prayer. Before them rose the garden of the gods. This wasn't a garden of flowers and gentle streams, but a garden of stone. Pillars the size of entire kingdoms pierced the sky, their surfaces carved by time itself into breathtaking, impossible shapes. Cliffs folded upon cliffs, and shadows lingered in places where sunlight dared not settle. Somewhere, deep within this vast, silent cathedral of rock, lay the cavern of immortality. And within that cavern, a staff, the staff that could either heal their home of Lovelyville or doom it forever. The moment they stepped forward, the air changed, each breath felt heavier, as though the very mountain itself was weighing their intentions, judging their souls. Stone paths twisted unpredictably ahead, leading them through narrow passes and over sheer drops. Echoes returned their words long after they were spoken, a haunting reminder of their smallness in this ancient place. Buckington felt tiny, dwarfed by the sheer scale of everything around him, but surprisingly, not afraid. His mother, Madrone, knelt and pressed her palm flat against the cool earth. "The stone listens here," she said softly, her voice barely a whisper against the wind. "Choose your steps with care." Just then, something moved high above them. From the face of the cliffs, a figure emerged. It was Gorm the Stone Warden, a being shaped of living rock and moss, his eyes glowing faintly like embers hidden beneath ash. He was neither giant nor god, but a keeper of thresholds, an ancient guardian. "No foot passes here without purpose," Gorm intoned, his voice echoing through the canyons like distant thunder. Mother Madrone didn't bow. She didn't raise her voice. She simply spoke the truth. "We seek healing," she said clearly, "not power." The Stone Warden's glowing eyes shifted, studying Buckington for a long, silent moment. Then, with a grinding sound, he stepped aside. "Go carefully," he warned. "The garden tests not strength, but balance." As they ventured deeper, shapes began to circle high above. The winged mountain goats of prosperity, magnificent creatures born of wind and stone, watched them from the skies. One descended, landing silently on a nearby ledge. Her name was Era. Her horns curved like perfect crescent moons, and her wings were as translucent as morning frost. "You walk where few may," she said, her voice like the chime of wind through rock. "Why?" Before fear could stop him, Buckington answered, "Because the land is sick." Era's expression softened, just slightly, into what might have been a smile. "Then you will need the wind paths." She stamped a hoof on the stone. Instantly, invisible currents awakened all around them, revealing narrow, shimmering bridges of air that connected one spire to another, paths only the sure-footed, or the guided, could possibly cross. Mother Madrone led the way. Buckington followed, his heart pounding in his chest as the wind itself lifted and tested him with every step. He dared not look down, for below him was nothing but swirling mist and forgotten memory. Era flew gracefully beside them, guiding their way with gentle nods and soft calls, while her kin watched from impossible, far-off ledges. A single misstep, a moment of doubt, would mean silence forever. Yet they crossed. They crossed because courage, when it is shared, weighs so much less. At the far edge of the garden, the stone itself split open. A cavern breathed before them, a warm, faint glow pulsing from within. Runes, older than any language they knew, lined the entrance. Era bowed her horned head. "Beyond this point," she said solemnly, "we may not follow." Mother Madrone turned and embraced her son, holding him tight for a moment. Remember, she whispered into his ear. Immortality is not life without, and it is life renewed. Together, they stepped inside. The cavern walls shimmered with what looked like roots made of pure light, pulsing with a gentle energy. Something moved in the depths. It wasn't hostile. It wasn't friendly. It was simply waiting. And in that moment, Buckington felt the profound truth of this place. The staff of immortality wasn't a tool to be wielded. It was a choice to be made. In the next chapter, Mother Madrone and Buckington will face the guardian of the cavern and finally learn the true cost of healing a world. If you want to continue this journey, like this video and subscribe to walk with us further into the deep places of the story. For the mountain remembers and the staff waits. Thanks for watching.